With the Supreme Court rulings putting an end to DOMA and Prop 8, the celebration is now underway in West Hollywood. So we decided to send a few producers out on the street and get some reactions. And so Jenny Churchill should be out there. There she is. Jenny, what's going on out there?
Oh my gosh, it is so just electrifying out here. The energy, everyone is so excited. We're at Santa Monica and San Vicente just waiting for the rally to begin. And we found a few people who have really been touched by this decision who wanted to talk to us. First, we have Tom and Bill, and they want to talk to you about why this is so important to them.
Great. Well, Tom and Bill, thank you for joining us. And, just tell me, what were the emotions that, that you felt today, or the thoughts that went through your mind when you first heard about the Supreme Court's rulings?
We were both just overjoyed. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long, hard fight. And we are just very, very happy today.
And, obviously this is a big victory for the entire country with the Defense of Marriage Act now being deemed unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. But for California especially, California has been fighting this battle for a lot of years now when it comes to Prop 8. Is that something that has been very, very personal for you? What do you say to other Californians and California residents?
Well, we've been fighting the fight since 2008. We were very fortunate to marry in 2008 in that window. But once the proposition passed, we marched in the streets, and we've really worked hard, and we've agonized for all the Californians who could not get married. So this is a joyous day, and it's long in coming, and we're just celebrating this victory. Of course, we'd like gay marriage extended across the country, but we'll take this victory for now.
Well, do you think that the chances of it being extended across the country are much higher now, that it's something that we might really see happen soon?
Absolutely. I think the trajectory that this is on is undeniable, and it's very dramatic. And I think, this is a very, very important first step. It was very important for the justices to point out that the opposition had not been harmed or damaged, and they weren't able to show that. So I think anyone that tries to go forward is going to have to face that obstacle, and I think it's pretty insurmountable.
And there, we just saw our producer Sarah Beagle for a moment there as well. But, the thing is that there were definitely some justices that did dissent here. We've been speaking about Antonin Scalia and his very scathing, angry-seeming dissent earlier today. What do you say to people out there that really do seem, in a sense, horrified or angry about this decision because they just quite aren't ready to accept the direction that the country is going in?
Well, it's sad that people are angry. People should be celebrating. All people should be celebrating. And unfortunately, in this country, we faced bigotry in the past. Many different groups that face bigotry and still do. And, Scalia just seems like he's a very angry man. And, a lot of people in this country really need to join in this movement towards equality and freedom and sharing this. And this proves that love conquers. And unfortunately, there are hateful people. And there were people who brought this proposition, and they do not like gays. And I think that the tide is turning. And I think one of the reasons they're so angry is that they realize the tide is turning, and they can't oppress people any longer. And so this, very small group of oppressors, their day is coming to an end, and I guess Scalia speaks for them.
And so, what was the first thing that you did too today when you did find out what the Supreme Court ruled? Did you immediately say that we're going to go down there on the street and march and and join everyone else in celebration?
Absolutely. That was, we waited for 3 days. We were up on Monday and Tuesday bright and early, and it just kept being put off and put off. So we were just thrilled to death today, and we're really glad to be out today.
Yeah, and we hugged and we kissed. We shed a few tears, and, we waited with bated breath because, first, of course, DOMA came down, and then we weren't quite certain how Prop 8 would go. But, we thought that they would do this and rule this way. And so it is a victory, and it is a win. And particularly, DOMA personally affects us. And we'll, in fact, you don't want to put it into monetary terms, but we'll actually pay $1,500 to $2,500 less a year in taxes. We've been penalized all these years as a married couple, and it's nice to see DOMA unconstitutional and marriage equality again in California.
All right. Well, I want to thank you both so much for joining us, and congratulations. It's a happy day for everyone, but as you said too, this is something that will affect you in a personal way, and it's something that's been a long time coming. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for covering it.
Thank you.
All right, and we have another guest coming up too. As we said, Jenny Churchill is down there, and clearly it's a very packed scene, a very excited scene, a lot of people on the street. And so Andy Braun will be joining us in just 1 second once he gets his earphones set up there. But I'm sure that the same scene is playing out in places all across the country. Andy, can you hear me?
I sure can. Hi.
Hello, Andy. Thanks for being here. And tell me how
No
you're
problem.
feeling today.
It's a good day. It's a good day in America. Unfortunately, a little better day in California than in a lot of other places, but a really good day. Thank you.
And so what have you been seeing down there today? How many hours have you been out there celebrating?
Enough. No, I've been here like maybe an hour and a half. This is West Hollywood. This is how we do it. It's good to be here for a celebration instead of a demonstration. I'm so excited.
And do you know, with Proposition 8 now going out the window in California specifically, this means that, the gay marriage is legal within the state. Do you know a lot of people that are going to be taking advantage of this as soon as they can?
Yeah. Well, I think it changes my and all of my colleagues' outlook in life, and really meaningful. I'd like to thank Dustin Lance Black, a friend of mine, and APER for helping to make this possible, and it's good to have this in my hand. We're very lucky people.
Good to have what in your hand? The American flag? Are you proud to be an American today now that...
An iPhone. No, the American flag, yes.
And,
I'm happy to be an American today.
And
I'm always happy, but especially happy to be today.
And how have all of your friends and your family been responding?
They woke me up. All of my friends and family are blowing up my Facebook. It's going to be a long night of going through all that. It's amazing. I'm from Ohio. Went to school in Chicago. It's across the nation. There's no stopping it.
And have you spoken to people across the country as well, that are doing the exact same thing that you're doing? They might not be out in West Hollywood, but that are out on the streets?
They don't have this sun, but yes, they're doing the exact same thing. It's a celebration of a lot of work on the part of a lot of different people and a lot of change. And even if popular vote doesn't represent this yet here in California, that's why we have courts and why we have rules. And I'm proud that it's come to this today.
Well, I'm proud too today, Andy. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. No problem. Anytime.
Have a good time out there.
Bye. Thank you. I will.
So, see, I wish I had a little American flag right now. A lot of people are incredibly happy. And we have another guest that's joining us in just 1 second, too. This is Tracy. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Okay, she'll be able to hear me in just a moment. We're coming up. But, Tracy, can you hear me?
Yeah, clear.
Great. Tracy, so, tell me how you're feeling today. You're out there supporting your friends?
Yes, I'm so excited for them. Sometimes getting your rights takes a long time and a hard fight, but in the end, it's worth it. They don't have to hide that. They don't have to lie. I'm glad they have the same rights I have.
And are you, do you think that were you nervous that the Supreme Court was going to go a different direction today?
Oh, definitely. I was on pins and needles, because sometimes with these things, you never know the swing, and I'm glad for once swung their way.
And so were you up this morning waiting to see that decision handed down?
Actually, yes, I was, and a couple of my friends who are just, married so bad, and they just want the same legal rights as everyone else has.
And so, Tracy, what do you have to say to your friends, to so many other people out there whose lives have really changed because of the rulings today?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you say again?
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you had a message to send or something that you could say to people across the country whose lives have changed or will change because of the rulings by the Supreme Court today, what would you tell them?
Well, enjoy today. Please remember, though, the fight is not over just yet. And remember, you have not just your fellow people in your community, in the gay and lesbian community, but you also have great people behind you 100%. And we'll all pull together and we'll all keep fighting until we all are equal.
All right, Tracy Tarver, thank you so much for joining us today, Tracy. And I hope you guys are all having a good time down there celebrating. It's definitely something, worth going outside for to share with everyone else that's going through this.
Yes, and thank you very much for having me. And by the way, you have a really great crew out here.
Yes, we do. We know. Thank you, though. We appreciate them as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thanks to our HuffPost Live crew that's down there, Sarah Beagle and Jenny Churchill and Max Leatherman as well. And so we'll be back in just a moment with some international stories, you guys.